What's going on, guys? Ryan Nelson here, and ever since I bought my Atomos Shogun Inferno and have been using it, I love it. It's awesome. I really enjoy it. But I've had this burning question. What's the difference in quality between the Atomos Shogun Inferno and the Atomos Ninja V? So what I did, naturally, I got my hands on a Ninja V, and today we're going to take a look and see if there's any quality difference in the two. Now, as far as usability, the Atomos Shogun Inferno does have a lot more capability than the Ninja V in some regards. In other regards, the Ninja V is going to pull ahead and be that more portable, smaller, lightweight monitor recorder that you need for lightweight on-the-go run and gun setups. So I'm going to dive right into it and switch over to the Canon, which is set up with the Atomos Ninja V right now. And we're gonna just kind of take a look around here, see what we see in the shadows, see what we see in the highlights, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch this over to the Shogun Inferno. So now we're gonna take a look at this, gonna take a look around here, see if we see any differences in the shadows and the highlights in this scene. So I'm gonna get this on the computer, take a look at it, and report back with the results back on the other camera. Let's get to it. So the first thing I noticed when I was looking at these sample images is I forgot to turn one of my lights on. There we go. So taking a look at these two, literally going back and forth from the Ninja to the Shogun, I am seeing zero difference, like literally no difference. I thought I would see just slight differences like brightness, contrast, little bits of differences here and there. I saw nothing. And after this, I was gonna go out and do some other testing, but literally I saw zero difference here. So I'm gonna guess that there's the same brain inside of both of these, which would make sense because they're both from the same company, but literally no difference. So I'm gonna say the recording is the same on both of these. By the way, I was recording both of those in ProRes 422, just in case you were curious. So which one of these is gonna be right for you? There are many differences, many similarities in these two. Now, both of these are going to unlock potential in your camera. A little bit more, a little bit less, depending on which camera and recorder combination you have. So for me, my reasoning for getting the Shogun Inferno is to pair that up with my Sony FS5 Mark II. That allows me to get raw output from that camera. It allows me to do 240 frames per second, 120 frames per second in 4K, and that works over the SDI ports, as to where at the time the Ninja did not have an SDI input. It does now, but it's an additional like $200 or $300, but it also still does not support the raw output. They may add that to the Ninja in the future. It'd be nice if they would, because that's a really nice small compact monitor, and the Shogun does get a little bulky when you're out doing run and gun shooting. Now, if you don't plan on using like a Canon C200, C300, Sony FS5, FS7, anything along those lines, and you don't need an SDI output, then go ahead and get the Ninja V. It's a perfectly fine recorder. It's really nice. The hard drive does stick out a little bit. I know other people have mentioned that, unless you get the specialty hard drives, which are a little bit smaller. They fit in there, they nest a little bit better. And one thing that actually surprised me about the Ninja was the metal casing on this. The Shogun Inferno is a plastic casing, so I really wasn't expecting that really nice metal casing on the outside of the Ninja. That was nice. Now, the problems I have with the Ninja is it only has one battery, and if you want to hook it up to DC input, you're going to have to find your accessory comes with it, but that's one more thing you have to keep with you if you're going to hook it up to power. And shooting here in the studio, especially these YouTube videos, I am always running off of DC power. I'm just not blowing through batteries all the time. Now, speaking of power, both of these do run off of batteries. The Ninja V runs off one battery, as to where the Shogun Inferno will run off two. You're gonna have to buy those batteries separately. They don't come with the units unless you buy the big packages that do come with the batteries. But if you don't, you're gonna have to get yourself some of these Sony batteries or similar. This one is the NPF 970 battery. It's fairly big, but it does run the unit for a little bit of time, maybe an hour, depending on how long you're recording. When you're recording, I noticed the batteries definitely die a lot faster because you're asking it to do a lot more things, draws a lot more power. So make sure you do stock up on batteries if you're gonna be out shooting all day. Now, other noteworthy things about these two, the Ninja V has an 1/8 inch audio in, where the Shogun Inferno has an XLR, the smaller XLR. Is it called a mini, micro something? I'm not sure. I'm not super savvy on XLR connections, but it's the smaller XLR connection. So if you want to run mics straight into that unit, you're going to have to buy extra adapters. as to where most of us just have an 1/8 inch, plug that right into the side of the Ninja, good to go. And one extra plus about getting the Shogun Inferno is it has a built-in time-lapse feature. Pretty nice, especially if you're just running video cameras or a DSLR that doesn't have a built-in time-lapse function. It's built right into the Shogun. Alright, well that's the Shogun Inferno versus the Ninja V. Like I said, I would have done more comparisons, but literally I was getting the exact same image out of both of them, so I didn't really see the point in going out and doing different sample images, because I knew I was going to get the same image off of both of these recorders, so I didn't see the point in wasting my time and your time going over different comparisons that were going to look exactly the same. But if you want to check out either of these recorders, I've dropped some links down below in the description to check these out if you want to look a little bit heavier into the specs of each of these. Down there, check it out. So if you have any questions for me, please ask. Feel free to ask. I love answering your questions. If you guys find this video useful, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button down there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.